Hi, friends. We have something kind of exciting in the sky right now. By the way, I want to give a shout out to my nephew Luke in Kentucky. But I wanted to share with you guys about this comet that's currently out in the sky. It doesn't have a cool name yet. It's just called Comet C 2022 E3 ZTF, I think, based on the facility that discovered it, the Zwicky telescope. But anyway, this comet may be seen with the naked eye. It's kind of on the cusp there. It may depend on where you're at and how much light pollution you have. But I wanted to show you how to find it because I have some advice on that. Now I'm going to start the screen here. This is looking north on January 26th at 9 p.m. Now this is from Florida at 26 degrees latitude, so you could adjust accordingly. I'm using a website here called The Sky Live. And there it is. See that little smudge right there? That is the comet right there in the center of the screen. Now, what's cool is, now the 26th might not be a bad time to try to start looking, but it's pretty low. This is the horizon. It's pretty low on the horizon. So what I was going to suggest, if you go up to the 27th, 28th, and especially around the 28th, 29th, let's stop here on the 29th of January. Check this out. This is kind of cool. Right there, that dot, that's the North Star. And look at that. The comet, if you're looking north, is going to be just to the right of the North Star. I think that's kind of the easiest night to find it. It's not going to be quite at its peak brightness on the 29th, but it's kind of cool that it'll be easy to find. Now, by the way, if you're not used to finding the North Star, look over here. You see this? Let me show you a little better. That is the Big Dipper. And so you can always find the North Star if you can find the Big Dipper, because look at this. The last two stars of the Dipper point towards the North Star. It's kind of good to know if you're ever lost in the woods. But right now, in the Big Dipper here, and then look at what's special about the 29th. Not only is the comet close to the North Star, close to Polaris, but look at this. It's in that line. So as you're finding the North Star, if that's how you find the North Star, look at that. It's right along there. That's where the comet is. So I think the 29th, it would be a really good night to try to find it. Not to mention the fact that every night you wait, yes, the comet gets a little brighter, but so does the moon. So there's a bit of a trade-off. At this point, it's around maybe a first quarter moon. So I think back on the 26th, it was still a crescent moon. Here it's either first quarter or maybe a slightly gibbous, waxing gibbous. But anyway, the moon's just going to keep getting brighter as you go towards the February 1st or 2nd, which is around when it peaks. So I'm going to go ahead and move up here to just to show you what it looks like here. Let's go all the way to February 2nd. So here it is on February 2nd. And let me try to get where you can see here. So right there towards the top of the screen now. So the good news there is, again, it's kind of a trade-off. It's higher in the sky, which is usually a good thing. You're above the blurriness of the horizon. Here's the North Star way down here. Now, again, in my latitude, that North Star would be at 26 degrees. So picture, 90 degrees right above your head, go halfway down the sky is 45, cut that roughly in half, and you get to where the North Star is here in South Florida. And then above that, you see the North Star. But again, the moon's going to be a little brighter that night and so forth. I'm going to try to find it anytime I get some clear skies. So that's it. I just wanted to share that with you guys. It's pretty cool when you have a bright comet out. That doesn't happen too often. The last one that was kind of comparable to this was in 2020, which was a great one, Comet Neowise. But then as far as I can remember, it was many years before that, before we had one. So happy comet hunting.